Well, like I told you earlier, I'm 74, and the highest flood we ever had was back in '51, when that came from the Missouri River. And at that time, the water almost got to the flagpole, but never that, not anything ever passed there. And we never, ever had water such as this. I mean, we had the flood in 2011, which was bad, but we had a dike out there that protected the town for 5 months, or 5.5, and then we had to take it down because it wasn't right. So, and that, if we'd have had it, I believe it would have helped us a lot this time around, but we didn't, and as a fact, well, back in 2011, they let us know we had plenty of time to get ready for the flood. This time did not, and they got a lot. It came in really fast and really quick, and I mean, they had the elderly people up in the low rent housing. They took them out at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm told, in about a foot and a half of water at that point. And like I said, I don't live here in town. I'm north of town, and I'm out of the water, but I feel so sorry for all the people that's here. I mean, it's sad, and but we're here to help and try to get everybody, deal with it, and good Lord's with us. We know that, and we believe that. If we don't have that hope and don't have that faith, you say, what's the use? But I think there's a purpose for all of it. I think the good Lord's wanting to, as they said, it's like a jigsaw puzzle, and all pieces come together, and I trust in the Lord, and I believe in the Lord, and I think we'll get through it. It's going to be a slow process.
Yeah.
Rome wasn't built in a day, I guess. So,
Yeah.
But basically, and I lived when I was a kid growing up, I lived just east of Hamburg, and right next to, about a block and a half away from the Nishna Botner, so seen a lot of flooding in my day, and that which was bad, but not nearly nothing as devastating as this one has been. Well, I'm sure that it's probably stressed the church, but you got a lot of the church members that have really come forth and really put out, well, some of them younger. We're an elderly church, basically, but there's a lot of them that have put out a lot of extra energy helping out to help the neighbors and do what you can, Got some people staying with some of the people that's out of the water, and, just doing whatever needs to be done. Getting water or feeding them. Our church the other night, we had a meal for all the people, and up at the schoolhouse, and we had grilled cheese sandwiches and soup and root beer floats. And it went over well, but I give credit to a lot of them. They've done far more than me. At my age, I guess when you get a certain age, you do what you can, and then you have to sit down and rest till
Sure.
So I've been coming down every day, and one of the guys is not here today. Him and I started checking on the church, to see how quick we could get into church and see what the water situation. I think maybe we might have been the first. However, there might have been somebody else. There's a few of us got keys, so I'm not sure. But we got down here, and as soon as we could get in, we started, had a wet dry vac and started getting that water, and then we had a submersible sump pump, but we wasn't doing too good with it, so we went and got us a transfer pump, and we're kind of holding our own, We take it up, and of course, we've taken it down, quite a bit, but we got to take it down slow because our foundation on our church is soft brick, and they tell us that you got to go slow, and so that's what we're doing, and it's a slow process. We take it down so far, and then sometimes we come back the next day and the water's higher the groundwater level's higher than what we took it down to, but it's just kind of a back and forth seesaw puzzle, but patience and endurance and strength, and I believe the good Lord's going to see us all through it. And our church got hurt, but not as bad as some of the other churches, and a lot of, like I said, businesses are even more so in bad shape. So, and as long as we didn't lose no lives or anything like that, that's a blessing, and in the town. And like I said, I believe the good Lord's with us. And I'll keep believing. I'll keep praying. And we got people praying for us. Had one of the church members that she's clear off down in South Missouri, and she's called me. I think she's called our house 3 or 4 times already, wanting to know update on the water and stuff, and and a friend of mine that I worked with for over 20-some years that wasn't a member of our church, but he called me from Whitewater, Colorado, wanting to know how things was, and worried and concerned and praying for us, he told me, and stuff. And so we had a lot of people from all over. I mean, I don't know how many states, but we've been affected by a lot of people, and I'm sure that most of them are all Christians. And I believe that. But I think we can come together, and I think we'll get the job done.